football, the whole of Asia. But you couldn't have asked for any more. They've gone to a penalty shootout in the final. Fair play to them.
So this penalty shootout, best of 5 penalties. Each team will have 5 penalties. If it's all level after that, we go to sudden death. India will be first up. Goalkeepers probably being told not to move off their line. They're closing their ears at this very moment.
Well, we saw a penalty yesterday where somebody rushed off their line, didn't they, Sorensen, for Stoke? And I'm sure that everybody was watching that game and they're saying, right, okay, you come off your line, I'll let him take it again.
Jibon Singh steps up for India. Imran does his best to put him off. So Jibon Singh, pressure. Oh, rifles it into the roof of the net. Pretty much unstoppable.
And this is where tired legs and tired minds play a part, where you try and get players that may be a bit clever and try and just tuck it in the corners. I tell you, on occasion there is nothing wrong with putting your head down, putting your foot through the ball and just giving it a right good welly, shall we say, towards the goal.
That's the technical term.
Absolutely. I've stood there on occasion and said that to someone. When you get up there, just smash it.
Fazil Ibrahim came on as a substitute. Unlucky to miss out on the final. He's been a star performer throughout the tournament. Knows where the back of the net is. That ball doesn't look to be sitting very nicely, does it?
Not at all. But there's the man who's been busy, Arindam. Can he guess the right way? Look at him. Big frame.
Fazil Ibrahim for the Maldives.
What a penalty that is, by the way. Let me tell you, if there are any kids watching out there today, that is how to take a penalty. And doing it under pressure, look at this, right in the top corner. That is stunning.
You're right.
You cannot say anything else against that. That's an unbelievable penalty.
Denzel Franco. Denzel. That's another beautiful penalty into the side netting. These fellas have been practicing.
You'd be daft not to. I'm sure yesterday was penalty taking day, the same as it was the day before the semi-finals, just in case, because you never know. Everybody does want to win it in 90 minutes. Sometimes it doesn't happen. You don't get the luck, the rub of the green.
India leading 2-1. Ahmed Tariq steps up.
It's always important to take the first penalty as well as possible, Des, because you can always go in front.
Ahmed Tariq, top scorer in this tournament for the Maldives. Save. Comfortable save.
All the talk going into this tournament has been about this big 19-year-old in goal, Arindam, the Churchill brothers keeper, and that's a good save. A poor penalty from Tariq, not wide enough as what we've seen so far, a little bit too straight and down the middle. But is he playing his part today, the big man?
2-1 after 2. The man who came on to take penalties, Nirmal Chetri.
Well, the man who was quoted by Gert Muller as brilliant when Bayern Munich played the under-23 national team. Normally a centre-half, just slotted in that midfield to make an extra man during extra time.
Nirmal Chetri for India. Always put it wide. Everything looked great until it whisked wide of the bottom post.
The run-up just didn't look right there, did it? It looked as though he adjusted his feet right at that last second, and that's what forced the issue and made him pull the shot wide.
Nasir Mukhtar.
Fancy him to score, played well today.
Nasir Mukhtar. Oh, what a good save. That is a terrific save. He said go on to his left. Now he said go on to his right.
What a big save that is from the big man, Arinder, in goal. That's a stunning save as well. Guesses the right way. Gets a good fist to it as well to make sure that it doesn't just ricochet off his glove and go into the goal. Very, very important save. And now India have a chance to literally put this game to bed, because if Subod can score this one, then the Maldives have to score their last two. With a bit of pressure here.
These two teams have won one final each against each other. Subod has a chance to make it 3-1 and does so. All the pressure is now on the Maldives, the defending champions.
Not the best penalty in the world either, let me tell you, because the only thing he got right was sending the keeper the wrong way. That's pretty much down the middle. Told you, when it gets to stakes like this and a stage like this, there's a lot to be said for just putting your head down and putting your foot straight through the ball. Here he is.
Must score. Ali Ashfaq must score. Otherwise, India have won the SAFF Championship for the 5th time. A little bit of gamesmanship from Arinder. Don't blame him. Ali Ashfaq for the Maldives. Misses!
No.
And India are the SAFF champions for the 5th time. The Maldives have been dethroned, and the under-23s have astonished everybody with this victory.
Arinder telling them all not to jump on him because he's got stitches in his chin from a clash that was cut against Nepal. He is the hero, there's no question about that. Two stunning penalty saves, particularly the second one going down to his right and pushing that away. Fantastic for India. No one gave them a chance going into this tournament. No one, and they've come out victorious. The future is bright for Indian football if this tournament and this display is what has shown us.
India beat Afghanistan and Nepal in the group before losing to the Maldives. Beat the host Bangladesh in front of a massive crowd, and now have held their nerve after a goalless 90 minutes to beat the Maldives on a penalty shootout. They've been defensively sound, they've scored enough goals when it matters, and they've had the bottle to win a penalty shootout. There's something good in Indian football at the moment, and the first thing they will receive is this trophy.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant for them. Pleased for them because of the semi-final display. I think that's the best game and the best performance from any of the sides that we saw throughout the tournament, was that semi-final display from India. They probably deserve it.
Looking back on the 90 minutes, sorry, the 120 minutes as a whole, will the Maldives now perhaps regret not going for the jugular early?
I told you, football is a really, really cruel game, because they created the opportunities, the Maldives. They should have won this hands down. They had goal scoring opportunities on not one but about 5 or 6 occasions and couldn't convert them and couldn't make anything happen. When that happens, like I said, football's cruel. It turns around and can bite you in the backside, and that's exactly what's happened here, because India come away with a win. So they've only got themselves to blame, because they did create the opportunities, they did have the goal scoring opportunities to make sure that they won this game, but just didn't take any of them. So it's their own fault. Football's cruel, Des. You can't turn around and say, oh, they deserve to win, they deserve to win. They didn't win. The final, the only people that will remember this will be India, because they've won the trophy back. They've managed to dethrone the Maldives, who beat them last time out last year, and that's why they'll be all over the moon, let me tell you. And it goes down in the record books as well. Champions, India.
India won in 1993, beating Sri Lanka. They beat the Maldives in 97. They beat Bangladesh in India in 99. They beat Bangladesh again in Karachi in 2005. And now here in Dhaka, they've made it 5 victories. For the Maldives, this is their 3rd losing final. They lost to India and Bangladesh in 95 and 2003 respectively. They were the defending champions, and they went into this game think fully expecting to walk away with back-to-back triumphs.
And they were the favourites, that much we do know. They were seeded number 1 in Group A initially, the Maldives, but after what was a slow start for them, the draw against Nepal, I don't think anybody thought that that was going to happen. They had to kickstart themselves. India's 2 victories meant that they got through to the semi-finals straight away, so it gave them the luxury to rest players in the semi-final, and that's why it was a different side that turned up today. Very much a stalwart side, as in stopping the opponent's play, and they just tried to make it very, very difficult to be broke down, and they did it quite well. But they did have some clear-cut opportunities, the Maldives, and they will go away from this, and they will be kicking themselves in the changing room, because 1 or 2 of those chances should have gone in.
A jig of delight. Some dancing lessons would come in handy. But it's India who are dancing. They have beaten the Maldives in a penalty shootout by 3-1. We'll be back for the presentation after a short break.